loves to go for clips, loves to kind of just have fun in the game. But sometimes when you're playing against someone like that, if you're playing against a more defensive player, someone who slows you down,
that's right,
it can be hard to keep that momentum.
100%. So, I feel the crowd getting a little bit loud right here. You guys ready for our first match of Battle of BC6?
Ooh, starting off already with a beautiful stomp. Tech chase is going.
And the big thing we need to talk about right there is exactly what Salt mentioned to us backstage. When she's playing against players like Spark, it feels like her only openers of choice are grab or stomp right here. How does she get out of the vortex? That is Jmook, though.
Well, it starts with the SDI on the jab, going for the tech chase. This is going to maybe be a stock.
Why not go for it right out the gate? It's the first stock of the game. Come on now.
But doesn't get the regrab, and now this could be an opening for Jmook. Okay, good zoning. Both players just kind of trying to stabilize here. CC on the table. Interesting Falcon kick, but Jmook picks up the tech chase.
Salt reaching a little bit right now, and this is where Jmook will start to make his money. This surely has to be a kill, but you mix up with the forward throw instead to get the edge guard position. First stop right here. Let's give it up for Salt as the kill goes off the top.
Deep breath from Jmook, trying to find that stability, but we're at 67%. Lots of things can knock down here. Any kind of big opening is very meaningful, but Salt kind of sharking right now.
That's right, that's right. Not the best DI right there will keep us even at 3. How do we play around invincibility? Jmook, of course, just jumping around right now. Salt looking for the stomp right there, get the opener of choice again. But again, Jmook, just a shark in the water, cannot find his way in.
So,
wait a second, oh my God!
Earlier in Salt's play, we saw so many stomp kills yesterday, and we might see so many more.
Yeah.
Beautiful play so far. Jmook, again, kind of looking for that opening on the back foot. Good platform play so far. Off stage, no, gets the ledge.
All right, knockdown season right there. Of course, the Raptor boost to bring yourself back a little bit, but how do you get back to the stage? You're not gonna do it. It's 2 stocks apiece.
One thing I do want to point out here is this is a very tech chase heavy matchup in a very tech chase heavy player in Jmook. I love the up tilt so far.
Oh, wow.
And that's something that, you know, really is won and lost by the grabs. If we can see Jmook kind of cover that, as well as
Look at this coverage radar!
Oh
my word! Okay, get back on the ledge right there. It's just gonna be
stomp again.
One more knee for the road. Salt's making a statement in this first game.
Yeah, already Salt with so much momentum, but every time kind of it seems like Jmook is just able to answer back, and another grab. Oh man, this has already been so back and forth. Such a high octane set to start it off, and we are back to 1 stock apiece.
Salt did try to mix up the fastfall right there to go for the low angle, but Jmook was all over it right there. Here we go again. Like we said before, when Salt plays against Spark, she feels like that stomp is such a strong opener for her. Gotta be on the lookout for it.
But beautiful spacing from Jmook on these fares. Does get clipped, manages to get back grounded. Down smash.
Watch the needles right
Love
there.
The
You
needle.
need to grab the ledge, and you might lose the game as well. Grabbing the ledge right there. It's just an easy roll-up, and it feels like Jmook stole that one away.
It absolutely does feel like Jmook stole that one away. Pretty much the whole time it felt like Jmook was on the back foot, and yet if you look at the player cam, staying composed the whole time, you know, that is a huge part of being able to play at this level. You have to just, no matter what, you know, zone out the commentator, zone out whoever is talking, and just kind of convert. And that edge
100%.
cancel bear sequence was so good.
100%. We are removing the top platform here as we go to counter picks. I do want to point out the way that Salt was trapping Jmook on those side platforms was excellent in game 1. Let's see if she can keep it up coming into the counter pick now.
I do want to point out we saw Jmook there go for an up tilt off of the what would typically be a jab reset. That's kind of some counterplay because Salt was doing the SDI earlier. Love to see that kind of stuff.
Okay, wake up with shield is so sick, but you overextended a little bit, right? What, are you crazy?
All right, one more regrab. Close it out with a knee, but the reaction's a little bit slow. That grab wasn't.
That's right. Calling out the returning aerial is Salt. Grab the ledge once again, and it's an easy pickup for first blood here.
Already game 2, kind of looking like game 1. Jmook once again on the back foot, but this combo could be what keeps Jmook in the game.
It looked like he got a little bit gummed up on the left platform right here. Salt will get the platform positioning once again, calling out these counter hit attempts from Jmook as well. But look at that slick movement by the ledge there, kind of catching Salt, lazily coming in to grab ledge.
Absolutely. This is a very important percent we got right now because Salt is able to leverage CC a lot. Looking like Wizro with that SDI, but Jmook loses the stock all the same.
That's right. Transformation will come through, though, so we might be taking a short little break. I don't know if some of these players want that heat.
Getting a little bit of an exhibition here at the movement.
I know y'all in the crowd got the clappers going on. Let's hear them.
Jmook has been stone-faced the entire set, but I saw him crack a smile there.
Okay, this is rough and roll. We'll get you out of trouble, though.
Good tech, though.
All right. Knockdown, huge. How does Salt get out? The tree, a little bit of coverage
I
right
love
there,
that
but
wall
Jmook
jump.
doesn't even care. This is so rough for Jmook now.
All right.
I mean,
Beautiful
why not?
knee.
I mean, why not? Look at that. Okay, reverse hit knee, of course. Jmook on last stock for the counter pick coming through.
Salt looking so comfortable, we can see why she counterpicked the stadium, and already getting another grab. Offstage situation doesn't end up happening.
All right. Jmook looking to find his way in right now. Can't find too much. Look at the slick movement there from Salt. It is all over. SDI up was so paramount from Jmook to stay out of that.
Yeah, both players, SCI has been super on point here, but this should be it. Game 3-2, going to Salt.
The people are going crazy. I said it before, the queen of regionals. Salt has shown that she has what it takes to make it on the big stage. This is her second showing out of top 8 in a row. Clearly, she deserves to be here.
Absolutely, both these players playing so well already, and I do want to point out, this is losers, so like there is no other side to this. You have to win now, and yeah, it's just been a great set so far.
Let's see, we're going to FOD here for game number 3.
All right, Jmook immediately finding himself in the corner, offstage already, but I love the waveland to get back to center. Both people just kind of counter pressure each other, and just flappy movement.
Stop it, okay. All right, let's see what Jmook can get right here. The platform was a little bit awkwardly positioned, so Salt will get out for now. Oh my God, what? Can you chill?
Really good coverage there. Awareness below the top platform, and still keeps it going, but back throw, grab the ledge.
And again, Salt looking for the low angle right there, perhaps a little ambiguous on whether or not she'll be able to get back to stage. The Falcon kick, get off me again, and the slide off back air was so sick for first blood once again.
Yeah, an accidental turnaround there from Jmook does cost the stock, but able to clean it up all the same, it looks like. Yep.
Jmook keeping it even at 3 now. And again, on the side of the Falcon. Look at that, the platform cancel right there. Made that a little bit weird for the Falcon, though.
Oh my God, I love that up smash on a shield. Gets another grab, tech chase situation once again. Kind of going for a read there, though.
Okay. Low angle once again. Jmook has scouted that out sufficiently now as he takes the lead.
Trying to build up percent again, trying to get out of crouch cancel, but opening looks like on Salt's side.
Really great from Jmook defense right there, trying to low profile the jabs as well. How does Salt get out of the corner? Yeah, it's gotta be roll. It might be a stock and response as well.
No jump. Evening it out again. Deep breath from Jmook, trying to kind of stabilize this. So far, Fountain has been working out pretty well and able to kind of slow down a bit of Salt's momentum, but it's still so tricky.
Very tricky jump right there to make it back to the ledge. Jmook, though, still keeping Salt under pressure. Just patiently waiting. Why not find it?
Yeah, gets the dash back out of crouch and closes out the stock. And now this is kind of the first substantial lead we've seen in the set from Jmook, but how does he play the lead? Needs to build a percent, but gets clipped by a down air.
And again, whether you mix in undershoot or overshoot stomp, that is such a strong opener for Falcon right here. Salt wasn't able to get too much more after that, and we get gummed up on the platform, but not for long.
Yeah, really like how we're seeing Jmook kind of navigate the platforms here, getting another grab. The platform heights, though, have kind of been making it a little bit hard to call, right? Good DI from Salt.
Platform does help out Jmook right there. Low profiles the grab as well. Geez, that real estate on those side platforms are so hard for Salt to get down from. Okay, great tech right there, but it's not going to be enough. Jmook with the tiebreaker game.
This has been a good set so far. Again, both players able to stay composed. I feel like what we've been seeing is Salt. It's almost like a back and forth fire extinguisher where she's constantly lighting a flame and Jmook is like constantly shooting the fire extinguisher back at it. Like, hey, no momentum here. But somehow Salt is still kind of making it happen. This has been so competitive.
For sure. We'll see if we can make this a Game 5 situation. The platforms are gone when we go to FD.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you bring that up because, that has been one of the main ways they've kind of been getting counterplay and one of the main ways both players have been dropping stuff. So, ooh, look at the jabs out of counterplay. And this is the first tech chase so far.
That's right.
Love the short up air.
All of this off the back, by the way, too, of Salt getting a power shield there, so get pushed slightly back further than if she got the normal shield, where the grab might have perhaps hit. Great crouch grab jab from Jmook. That was such a beautiful stock. Oh my goodness.
Sheik's jab is just so good. Just a crazy move. Okay, another knockdown.
Expecting the roll away, yeah, and I don't blame her, but how does she close the book on this stock right now, especially when you have no platforms? Jmook can just go to town on these tech chases.
Yeah, and he is going to town. Again, the kind of DI making it a little bit tricky, but still completely aware of it. Totally working around Salt's defenses, and now this is a huge lead for Jmook.
The call out to go for up air right there, expecting the early jump, was just so unbelievable from Jmook. Salt needing to find an opening right now, looking to try to get in with the Nair and follow-up aerial after that. But, I mean, you can get it off the down tilt too.
Yeah, should be an easy knee. Great DI again from Jmook, able to live thanks to the smash DI in, but it's just rinse and repeat right now.
That's rough though, yeah. Percent is a little bit weird where you can't convert stomp needs.
Yep.
You gotta wait for the next recovery. Salt finds it nonetheless. Some signs of life coming in on this last game for her tournament life.
Yeah, and so far this has been kind of a tricky pick on Salt's end. You know, obviously FOD makes the edge guard more simple, and of course you can both rely on tech chases, but you know, just as I say that.
Wait a second, Radar, wait a second. What is this mix right now? Get up from the ground, Jmook. What are you doing? Take a knee to the face as well. Salt evening it right back up as we're talking about it.
Salt shutting me up in a minute. Oh, this is so even. Great TC on the jab. Doesn't get the dash though.
Really reading a full hop right there, yup. And again, Jmook, these crouches are just so good.
What a clutch crouch from Jmook.
Calls out that jump as well. This is tournament life now for Salt.
Despite the tournament back against the wall, Salt still looks composed, but this is so tough. This is what makes this matchup brutal. There's tech chases. Okay, stomp.
Gets the pop-up right there off the back of the missed tech from Jmook. You need to close the book on this stock. If you want a chance right here, it's gonna be weak hit instead.
Yeah, not what Salt wanted, but the edge guard continues.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
How did you drift around that so gracefully?
You know, Sheik, not a character known for a drift, but Jmook making it work. 69%, so many things will knock down here.
That's it. Jmook gonna close it out right there with the 3-1. It looked like Salt was able to try to bring that to a last stock situation, but he says not today.
Yeah, again, just the composure from Jmook, the conversions from Jmook, specifically able to kind of play around Salt's counterplay. You know, we saw different examples where SDI, kind of off of the jab reset and stuff, were making things difficult.
That's right.
But Jmook, aware of the slate offs, aware of everything that kind of Salt was putting in as counterplay, and it led to the victory.
100%. Congratulations to Jmook advancing in the bracket. Let's give it up for Salt as well. 7th place at Battle of BC6.
Yeah, outplacing her seed. Very impressive stuff. And again, Jmook, not an easy opponent. Also, I do want to point out the stats there. 1,000 more damage done. That just seems crazy.
There's a commercial about that being a lot of damage somewhere in the world, but
oh my God.
Yeah, Jmook will be advancing forward. Like I said before, he was one of the guys to look out for this time last year. Let's take a look at some of the replays right now.
Little issues with feedback.
Okay. Yeah, and again, like I want to point out the macro of how Salt was approaching this matchup, right? Because we did talk to her before that match started. She said she honestly felt more comfortable playing against Spark than she did against Jmook because she felt like her options were so limited against Spark, who had a really sound game plan where the only two usable moves were down air, stomp, and grab. Jmook, she felt like she could kind of mix in a little bit more, but we did see the stomp and grab attempts in spades, right? The shield grabs right there, the stomps trying to come in from above, maybe reading a full hop as well. Really good stuff, but again, it wasn't enough to beat Jmook today.
Yeah, it wasn't. And I mean, again, it's a tough draw, no matter how you look at it. Jmook, Sheik versus Falcon in general, I think, is quite difficult. Against Jmook, it can feel borderline impossible. But we got another great match coming up that I am in particular looking forward to. We got Joshman versus Cody.
Yeah.
Joshman, a player who has basically, not exclusively, but almost exclusively been playing Fox Dittos backstage.
That's right.
Whether it's against Sunsei, whether it's Cody himself, you know, he has just been playing so much Fox, and he's amazing at the matchup. I know, you know, Cody is the #1 player and kind of the player to beat here, but Joshman can make it happen, and yeah, it's just such a crazy matchup to watch.
The big thing we want to point out, especially for this, again, Joshman has been practicing against a lot of Fox, so what a better bracket that you could ask for this. But Josh was actually the player who beat Cody at Gommel 2022. We're going to talk more about that in just a second, but we got a couple words from the Crimson Blur, talking with our winner of the last set. Let's take it over there.
What's up, Jmook? Congratulations on the win. You are officially on a loser's run. I don't believe you've ever won a major from losers, right?
I think the only one was Big Collision, I believe.
Oh,
That's the only one aside from that. Not even a loser. Like, that was a baby loser. It was a loser's run in top 8. You know, it's not like a, top 32 all the way there. But yeah.
how do you usually deal with it mentally, like being in losers and like making this massive now run?
It's so hard, man. Everyone's so good right now, and I can feel myself falling behind. And that the fact that everyone just giving me a challenge right now is just it's keeping me in check. I need those type of people to, call me out. And I'm really trying to, I'm not super proud of my play right now, but I'm really trying to hone in, lock in, remind myself why I'm on stage, why I'm wearing this jersey, and put on a better show.
All right, well, hopefully you are able to keep going after this. Good luck, Jmook, for the rest of the tournament. And back to Walton Radar right now.
We love a little sideline reporting, Radar.
We really do. I love the way that Jmook worded that, like remind myself why I'm wearing this jersey. Again, this is a guy who takes his job very seriously and kind of puts his whole heart into everything. I was talking to Jmook backstage, just talking about content. He's honestly said, like, I'm exhausted, man. I've just been doing so much stuff. Whenever I take something seriously, I'm super, super invested.
Yeah.
We also had a little conversation about, I believe Kevin Toy, PPU, is his manager now, and he's like, I'm not going to lie, the inner doc kid in me is like, Kevin Toy's my manager. What the hell? Like, so
sick.
that was
so
very,
sick.
very fun to hear. I'm sure if I was in the same situation, I'd feel the same. Shoutouts to Kevin. But yeah,
we got another match to talk about. Let's talk about our Foxes on the screen in just a moment. It's Cody Schwab versus Josh Mann coming up next. How you guys feeling about this one?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be good. Want to point out a funny moment before the set starts. So we're backstage. All the players are getting ready. Cody walks behind, and he's carrying like 3 bananas, and he's treating them like bars of gold. He's like, look what I got. So this guy is totally ready. He's eating well, and you're going to need that in a match that is as fast-paced as a Fox Ditto. Yeah, especially because I actually talked with Cody a bit about Josh Mann specifically, and he mentioned that Josh Mann is kind of one of the players he finds can be a bit trickier against. Just going to pull up my notes here because I wrote some stuff down. We got dinner earlier. Yeah, to use his exact words, he said sometimes he counters the style, and because